again, the type of joints. We all can see there are some welding joints shown over here. The first type, I would say it is a butt joint. Second, I'm not sure whether it is corner, butt, or any angle joint, or the last one, which is a fillet or any other type of joint. So I'm not very sure about. So from where you come to know that the first, let's say, let's assume that it is a butt joint. So from where we come to know that it is a butt joint? From where we come to know the other definitions of the joint? So is it something by experience or somebody has told us we have to believe that? No. All these things are there in the code. We have to go and read the definition which is given in mandatory appendix 3. So we have to open mandatory appendix 3 and we have to read the code definition. There all these definitions have been given. So I can guarantee if we now read the code definitions for these various joints, after that you will definitely be able to answer that what kind of joints are these. So let's start with the definitions. Type of joint. First is the butt joint. So what is the definition of butt joint? A joint between the two members located in intersecting planes between 0 degree to 30 degree. If both the things are just facing with one another, that is called as abutting with one another, right? So if there is an angle between them is 0 or 30 degree, if the angle is 0 or 30 degree within this span, it will be defined as a butt joint. If the angle is more than 30 degree, if this angle is more than 30 degree but less than 90 degree, so we can say this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, and this is 0 degree, this is 30 degree. So if it is more than 30 degree but less than 90 degree, then we call it as angle joint. The definition of angle joint is a joint between the two members located in intersecting planes with an angle greater than 30 degree, but it should be less than 90 degree. That is the definition of angle joint, and below 30 degree it will be a butt joint. And if corner joint, a joint between two intersecting member, if the angle is approximately 90 degree, then we will call it as a corner joint. So let's again go back and see that whether you all can be able to give the correct answers now. So let's again come back to the same slide. So these were the figures. So you also try at your end and try and give the answers and write the answers whether you are getting it correctly or not. We are just starting from the first one. First figure, as we can say, these are two butting ones which are having the angle which is equal to 0 degree. So we can simply call it as a butt joint. I hope all of you have also call it the butt joint only. Now we'll move to the second figure. So unless and until we know the angle with the horizontal, we cannot answer the question, right? So let's say here the angle is less than or equal to 30 degree. As we can see, it is intersecting two planes and it is having angle less than 30 degree. So again, it will be fall under the definition of butt joint. So that also we can say as it is a butt joint. Now, if this angle alpha is more than 30 degree, then it will fall under the category of angle joint. And the last one, which is having approximate angle of 90 degree, it will form under the category of corner joint. So these are the definitions. This is how we have to read the code, understand the code, and we have to apply ourselves. So henceforth, if somebody asks you that if between the two abutting, what we can say plates or between the two intersecting plates, if the angle is 25 degree and you are saying it is a butt joint and the person is arguing with you that no, it is angle joint, then you can simply open the code, go to definition and read the definition. After this, there won't be any confusion. So always having the knowledge will always give us an upper hand. That will always give us an upper hand. Now we are going to see one more very important definition. That is the definition of full vacuum. What do you mean by full vacuum? As we all know, vacuum means there is nothing. If we go outside the Earth atmosphere, we can see that there is a vacuum. Means there is no atmospheric pressure, there is no atmosphere, there is no gases. So what when this condition can be there in your pressure vessel? So the definition of full vacuum, as far as this ASM section division 1 is concerned, is like this: a condition where the internal absolute pressure is zero. What they are saying, the internal absolute pressure is zero, and the external absolute pressure of the vessel is 15 psi. Actually, if we look at, there is an atmospheric pressure which is there, which will be applied on everything which is there on planet Earth, including me, including a laptop, including this pen, or this we can say the slide changer. So everything is there on this planet will face one pressure that is called as the atmospheric pressure. So that atmospheric pressure is coming like something around 14.58 or something psi. So for this code definition, they have approximated rounded up this value to 50 in a psi. So what they are saying, when there is nothing inside absolute pressure means there is nothing inside. So if there is no pressure inside, which means there is an absolute pressure of zero inside, and whatever this atmospheric pressure is, that is in absolute term, that is acting from the outside, that condition is called as full vacuum condition as far as ASME sectional division 1 is concerned. So this atmospheric pressure is rounded up to 15 psi for the simplicity. So let's say one more time we'll read this definition. Full vacuum, a condition where the internal absolute pressure is zero and external absolute pressure is 15 psi. If we look at this figure, we can say from outside there is 15 psi pressure, which is nothing but the atmospheric pressure which is coming, and there is zero absolute pressure inside that vessel. This condition will be called as the full vacuum condition. So this is how the external pressure will try to crush your vessel from all the sides. This is a small animation of that. And now we can say that absolute pressure is nothing but the total pressure which is there, which is nothing but the atmospheric plus gauge pressure, or we can say gauge is nothing but absolute minus atmospheric pressure. So we can say put the values of this full vacuum condition. Absolute pressure inside is how much? Zero. Outside 15 psi plus gauge pressure. So if I place a gauge on a vacuum condition, it will show us the negative value. So it is usually not done like this minus 15. It will be having mm of Hg or some other units in which the vacuum will be calculated and measured. The 760 mm of Hg will closely coming to be the full vacuum condition. So that's why we are saying that full vacuum condition means absolute inside pressure is zero and absolute outside pressure is 15 psi. So here the words have been used as absolute pressure and not the gauge pressure. Please remember. So absolute pressure has to be there. So let's say there is an open to atmospheric pressure vessel. In that case, what will happen? There will be same pressure outside. There will be same pressure inside. So there will be no net pressure. There is no gauge pressure will be there. So there will be no application of pressures in that case. So this is these are the very important definitions what we have covered. That is design. That is pressure vessel definition. Then design pressure definition. Then various joints definitions. And now the full vacuum condition. So now we'll have a break for 10 minutes, and then we will resume back and we'll continue with the second half of this lecture. So thank you all. Have a break. Come back in 10 to 15 minutes so that we can resume with the continuation of this lecture. Thank you.
So friends, you must have enjoyed this technical video. Those who want to have in-depth knowledge on the subject, pressure vessel design, heat exchanger design, PV-LEAD software training, they can opt for our training courses, for which you have to contact us on our WhatsApp number 9921229232, 9921229232. For more such technical videos, download our Android and iOS app. Download link is provided in the description below. To know more about training and how to use app, watch our demo video, link for which is also provided in the description. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, Express Engineering Training Services on YouTube. And also don't forget to hit the bell icon. Happy learning. See you.